What's up, guys? Iceman here. Welcome to Meditations. So, today, I'm going to go out and vote. I don't know, some folks say, Iceman, you're wasting your time. Iceman, you're wrong. You're on the wrong side, man. Iceman, these are, it's one bird and it's two different rings, you know? Two different wings to the same bird. But I might have said this in a previous video. I speculate, and according to my perception, this is a different bird. You know what I mean? But what I kind of wanted to convey in this very moment is maybe the importance of right now. Go out, vote for the right one, do the right thing, and move on with your life. It's crazy how consumed people get into this ideology. To an extent, it's healthy. It's good. You know, I think this is really kind of wearing it down to the refinement. Like, say that we're like little pieces of gold or whatever. You know, there's a lot of dirt and shit in it. You're sort of getting dirt out. It's like, who am I really? You know, what am I? Perhaps this world has been a facade, a veil pulled over our eyes. And this stuff, like politically and all that, right? Like it's like a double-edged sword. It's like, it's kind of getting down to the nitty-gritty too. It's sharp as hell. It's like, wait, I never thought about that before. Should we drill the fuck out of Patagonia? What about rats and mice and shit? That's not nice. It's bad for the environment. That's what all the news tells me. That's owned by the global conglomerates. It's owned by the power and principalities of this world. That's what they tell me. It's bad for the environment. You're evil for doing that. You're misguided. Take the oil from way the hell over there. Thousands of miles away. Yeah, take it from there. That's better for the environment. Let's ship that shit all the way across the fucking ocean. Maybe the whales and orcas like the taste of oil. You know what I'm saying? That's just what we've been told, and it's like an interesting sort of phenomena. It's like this stuff has all been put in front of her face. It's like, wow, yeah, I want to... It's like almost a self-righteous thing to be like, yeah, I should continue taking advantage of this nice life in this sort of setting that I've been offered. I can just kind of hang out in this house and watch shit on the internet and have stability to an extent, water coming out of the damn faucet, food at the supermarket, you know what I mean? A lot of choices and abundance. And at the same time, I'm going to be self-righteous. Yeah, we don't need borders. Just let them all fucking come in. Let's just see what happens. You know, it's like, it's the sort of, but then if you're on the other end, you're like, you know what? I am selfish, aren't I? And I guess I accept that. Fuck it. Yeah. Let's drill the hell out of Patagonia. Let's suck that fucking blood from the dinosaurs and pop it in our cars. Because that shit's going to bring prices down. We're going to have cheap groceries, cheap gas. And who gives a fuck what happens 500 years from now, depending on whatever the hell these powers and rulers and principalities of the world are telling us. And yeah, okay, let's put up a fucking wall. You know what I mean? Like if you're on the other side, it's kind of how it is. It's like, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I mean, this shit's causing a net fiscal drain. You know, shit's taxing the economy, hundreds of billions of dollars a year. If it keeps leaning in this direction, we're going to be wanting to go to Mexico. It's going to be the other way around. You know, they're not going to be wanting to come in here from down there. All those folks from all over the fucking world just coming up to that border. We're going to want to get the hell out of here. They keep devaluing the shit out of this dollar. So, okay. You know what? Let's build that shit up. Let's protect it. You know, let's have a nice filtration system. You know, let's not let in a bunch of criminals. I mean, sort of it kind of brings that stuff to your attention. Like, am I God? Am I some self-righteous fucking entity? Or am I just a scum of the earth? Or maybe not a scum. Maybe I'm just, I'm a fucking man. You know what I mean? And what does a man do? Well, He eats, you know, he consumes, you know what I mean? Sometimes he kills shit, you know, he eats shit that he kills, you know? He'll go around, he'll step on grass blades and shit, he'll step on bugs, you know, he'll make a fucking house, you know, he'll protect it. He'll try to attain wives, you know what I mean? I mean, it's like we're breaking on through. It's like we're consumers, man. And are we gonna be fucking intuitive to that or not? You know, are we gonna be aware of that or not? Are we gonna be in this state of self-denial? We're gonna try to be like this righteous God of some sort that takes advantage of what other folks have built out of blood, sweat, and tears and sacrifice. I mean, it seems, right? And maybe they were all doing it for selfish purposes as well. I don't know. I mean, that might be what this whole thing is getting down to. You know, well, what about the people who died for this country? Well, fuck, maybe they did it out of selfish purposes, you know, but that's not really the point. You know, maybe they did it. They wanted to make some money. They wanted to go to college. They wanted to, maybe they just wanted to go fight a fucking war because they're a man. I don't know. But nonetheless, I mean, all this shit might be out of selfishness. But are we going to accept that or not? Are we going to be in denial? You know, you could call yourself God. You know what I mean? I'm kind of getting down to the nitty gritty and I just think, okay, I guess I'm a selfish motherfucker. You know, I mean, I intend to love my fucking neighbor, I guess, to the best of my ability, because it's self-consuming if you don't. You know, if you indulge in all this hate, and if you're just constantly looking into this shit, getting down to the nitty gritty, this tribalism and all that, you're going to be consumed. And I felt that before. I have a lot of family who's really woke. All right. I think that's why I think about this shit so much. You know, I hate being around a bunch of woke motherfuckers. But with that being said, I mean, you know, because you go to the holidays, you know, even a fucking piece of cheese. If you talk about a piece of cheese, that's racist now. You know what I mean? Like there's all this shit that they're conjuring up. It's like this new world religion or something. But with that being said, I think that's why this stuff is kind of at the top of my mind. You know, if I were living in more of like an echo chamber, hell, maybe I'd start leaning on the other side. I don't know. I was kind of a contrarian, if you will. I never liked going the direction of the sheep, you know what I mean? And maybe I'll get accused of that now. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. But I mean, I don't think that's the case. What am I being accused of? I'm just admitting, yeah, I'm fucking selfish. You know what I mean? You want to accuse me of that? Fine, go ahead. You know, yeah, I mean, you could ask a fucking dog this. You know, I got my dog right here. If I were to ask her, hey, dog, let's say that, okay, we got our house, right? We got a fence, you know? Like, hey, dog, do you want to keep that fucking fence up and bark at shit that tries to get in? Or you just want to tear the fucking fence down and let all the wolves come in? You know, the dog will say, let's keep that fucking fence up, you know? And I'll say, hey, dog, do you want to have nice prosperity and grow shit and not really give a fuck what happens 500 years from now according to the powers and rulers and principalities of the world? Or do you just want to do you want to not grow shit and make somebody else grow it way far away and get that shit sheeped over here and who knows what the fuck they put in it? Dog will say, well, what do you mean? I want to eat whatever the fuck's in my yard. And I want you to tell me, well, dog, what if I say you can't do that? You know, dog, what if I say you can't dig into your yard because it's bad for the fucking environment? Dogs are going to maybe what the fuck are you on about? You know what I mean? I mean, dog's going to try to fucking bite me eventually. He's going to be like, this ain't how it works, man. You know, I'm a fucking dog. You know, I eat shit. And yeah, he'll be like, dog, you're selfish. He'll be like, the fuck does that mean? I was like, I'm here to eat, man. You know, I don't give a fuck. You know, I mean, there's almost a parallel. You know, if you want to accuse me of that, fine. I just made your sheep, you're fucking selfish. Oh, I guess that's the end fucking game here. And I know that sometimes on this channel I talk about Jesus and all that, right? And I'm making another video on religion and all that, and the other ones. And it seems to me that with Jesus in that example, it's like, oh yeah, kingdom of God. Yeah, you can't make it on your own, man. Yeah, you got to accept it like a child. You know, children are kind of selfish. You know, you accept the fucking gift, and we don't really think much of it. We don't really think, oh, whether or not I deserve it. We're just like, well, our eyes are fucking glowing. And we're like, oh, thanks. You know, we kind of play with the gift or whatever. It almost seems like that's what's going on here. Like, if you want to get in the fucking kingdom of heaven, you're going to be selfish. You know, you selfishly accept it. You know, hell yeah, I want a restored life. Hell yeah, I don't want to bleed from my fucking hand if I hit something. You know what I mean? Yeah, I want my bones and shit to be healed, you know? You don't want there to be sweat from my brow when I'm busting my ass, you know? You don't want there to be stench and waste and all that shit. You know, yeah, I want a restored kingdom. Yeah, I want New Eden. Yeah, I want New Jerusalem, wherever the hell it is. You know, I want that shit to come down, you know, and I want to enjoy myself out of fucking selfishness. You guys see what I'm saying? It's a selfish thing in itself to want to go to fucking heaven or whatever you call it. I mean, from my research, it's not going to heaven. It's being on the restored earth, where there's no more suffering, no more pain, no more tears from the brow. You accept this out of selfishness, man. It's like we're going to be fucking Jesus and we're going to take it like that. I mean, it just seems like there's a parallel. This shit gets down to the nitty gritty. You see what I'm saying? But I guess this video initially was about getting out there and voting. And like I said, get out there, man, and vote and do the right fucking thing. All right, you guys see what I'm saying? Yeah, vote the right way, okay? We got to have cheap gas, cheap food. Got to drill the fuck out of Patagonia. Got to put up the fucking border. Got to stay out of the fucking world wars. You know what I'm saying? Barely got enough nuclear power to kill every fucking living thing 30 times over again. Is that a good idea, or is it a good idea to maybe go and talk to these people a little bit? You know, the current administration, they don't even go in there and talk to these people, all right? They just keep fueling it with hundreds of billions. So I'm saying, oh, okay, fuck it. Yeah, they're bad guys. Let's just keep giving them money. Let's just see what the fuck happens. I got all these nukes. I mean, you're giving it against these guys who have the most fucking nukes in the world. I mean, that's almost beside the point, but you guys see what I'm saying? That was what this video was sort of about, is just get down to the nitty gritty, man, and move on with your life. You know what I'm looking to do? I'm going to go out there, I'm going to vote, and this might be the last video I make on this shit for a while. I don't know. I'm going to eat. I'm going to enjoy my time with my wife. I'm going to do some work. I'm going to hustle. I'm going to get down, pet my dog, maybe go out, neighbors, you know, yeah, maybe they got different worldviews than me. Maybe they got different perspectives than me. Maybe my family does. Well, I know my family does. Like I said, a lot of them are woke. That's part of why I get woke up over all this shit. But I'm just going to fucking eat and be happy, you know? And that's what I'm looking to do. So you can't really make this stuff the center of your life, or it's going to be self-destructive the more that you indulge in tribalism and basically war with each other is what this stuff is turning into. It's turning into war with each other. You know, it's like a double-edged sword going on here, but are you going to find the equilibrium with that? You know, are you going to choose to hate the other side with a burning passion that destroys you? Or are you going to do, like what I said at the beginning of the video, love your neighbor, and what's the other one? Love your neighbor, maybe this is my last video, and treat others the way you want to be treated and move on with your fucking life. But I think that you guys got to get out there and vote and do the right fucking thing. And what the right thing is, I think you get the message, right, from this video. But I'll see you guys later.